I didn't see that one coming. Forza Horizon 5 is officially coming to the PlayStation 5 in spring 2025. That's a lot of fives. Five. Anyway, so this is a big thing, and Xbox and PlayStation have finally agreed on something. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day that they actually decided to agree on something, let alone that Xbox would agree to bring one of their most exclusive and popular games to the PlayStation. Xbox and PlayStation fans still going to argue over every little minute detail, like, oh, I've got a cactus at X46, or I've got a flipping palm tree at Y42. You know, they're going to keep doing all of this, and there's no stopping them. But I do feel like I'm living in an alternate timeline. I've been playing Forza since the age of about 8, but I've had over 1,000 hours, at least maybe even 2,000 hours playing Forza, especially Forza Horizon 4 and 5, and so I feel like I'm quite well qualified to talk about this game, and what to expect when it comes to PlayStation for all of you who have never played before and are getting ready to play on PlayStation. So, first of all, I think the first thing we should tackle is more on the Microsoft end of why are they doing this and what's the point. So, obviously, Microsoft is a publisher and they want to make more money. And why is that? Capitalism. Capitalism is why they need to make the most money possible. They're a private entity, and they're not making as much money from Xbox anymore, and keeping Forza Xbox exclusive is actually losing them money. So them putting it on PlayStation will make them money, and well, that just benefits them because Microsoft is a publisher, Xbox is a company, and they need to make money. So that's sort of everything on the technical end of things, but more talking about what to expect when it comes to the actual game. Okay, so some things people have been asking is, will it have crossplay? So will you be able to play with people on Xbox and PC when you're on your PlayStation? And the answer to that is yes, you will be able to play with other users, and that is something that's really big. And I saw someone the other day, I think it was Black Panther on YouTube, he mentioned it, that it'd be really cool to have Xbox and PC versus PlayStation tournaments and races and stuff, and I thought that was a really cool idea actually, but I think the only way that would work is you'd have to obviously wait to allow PlayStation users to sort of catch up, because imagine if we've got all of our maxed out quickest cars in the game that cost 20 million quid each, and they're on their flipping like £25,000 car that they've just modded up a little bit. It's going to cause a few problems. So I think down in the long run that would be really cool to have those sort of tournaments, but at the start it wouldn't really work, and that sort of links well into why it wouldn't work, because unfortunately, although there's cross-play, cross-save will not be coming. So if you have a account like this I have on my PC and my Xbox, and I want to play on my PlayStation, it will be solely a new entity. A bit like Steam was when Forza Horizon 4 first came to Steam, that you did not have the same account. Although you have to log in with your Microsoft account for some reason, you won't get cross-save, so you will have to start again essentially. Which, I mean, for most people who are going to be playing for the first time on PlayStation, that won't matter, but for the people who wanted to swap from Xbox to PlayStation, that would cause problems. And it's unfortunate, but it's just got to be logistical things probably that cause it, and maybe Microsoft just didn't want to give up everything that they've got and see all of their users swap from Xbox to PlayStation, which I can understand, you know, that's fine, it happens. This BMW car from the Apex DLC is so good, I love it. The handling is absolutely crazy, as I nearly crashed into a tree. Will haptic controls come to PlayStation like Gran Turismo has? I mean, there's not been any sort of word on it. I suppose I would guess it would, because it would seem a bit weird if they didn't, and I mean, the people who are porting the game would probably put it in there just to make the game more enticing to users. I mean, I'd be very surprised if they didn't. But obviously there's no word on that yet. Probably come out closer to the time it releases, maybe just on release, we'll find out. It'll be really, really good to see. So as I mentioned earlier, the release date is spring of 2025, so a couple of months time from now. It was supposed to come out earlier than that, however there was problems and they didn't want to probably come too close to GTA, which is fair enough. But also they're releasing now a game that has received its final update. This is it now. Forza ain't getting any more updates until Forza Horizon 6 comes out, and we're just sort of going to go recycle old content, which, I mean, for PlayStation users that's not going to be a problem because they've never played Forza before, so they're not going to you know, they're going to have all this new content anyway, and it will take them up until Forza Horizon 6 to figure it all out and get used to it, really. So I can see why they're doing it. But for PlayStation users to have to pay probably £80 to £100 for a game that's not going to get any updates anymore seems a bit odd to me. And that they didn't wait for Forza Horizon 6, but maybe that would tie into the fact that a lot of people who mention it, that Forza Horizon 6 is probably going to be delayed because of GTA. I mean, GTA is like a thug, you know, you go out at night and you're scared it's going to come up and beat you down. And so, it's like Forza and every other publisher is just scared, absolutely shitless, that they're going to just destroy their new perfectly designed game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Forza Horizon 6 was delayed, and Forza Horizon 5 got another lease of life for a little bit longer. There's a lot of things they can do with PlayStation and Xbox to mean that updates aren't necessarily a big thing. They could host more tournaments and all of that, I suppose. It's good. I mean, this is the greatest Forza Horizon game ever in terms of map size and content. I mean, I preferred like the old Forzas, but like this one, in terms of to get into the game, is probably the best one. The best there's ever been, really. Hopefully GTA 6 gets delayed, not for most people, but for me, because I want Forza Horizon 6. I really want Forza Horizon 6. I'm getting bored of Forza Horizon 5 and just driving around like this 24/7. It's getting really annoying, and oh god. Race car off-road, not a good idea. That's something PlayStation users don't take race cars off-road. I mean, it's common sense, but I have none of that. Okay, flipping heck. Another thing I wanted to mention about this game is that yes, it's going to be the full game as well. It's not going to be some watered down version like Forza Street or Forza Horizon 5, but you haven't got half the stuff. No, the whole game is coming. All the DLCs are going to be available on the PlayStation 5 on launch, which is going to be absolutely crazy. It means you're going to get the full experience as us Xbox users did get back in 2021. This is a 4-year-old game. But, you know, it's still a really good game, and the graphics kept up really well. And so, yeah, it's going to be really good. And it'll be interesting to see how it runs on the PlayStation, because obviously originally when the game was designed, it wasn't designed solely for the PlayStation. So it'll be interesting to see just how well those port people do, because, you know, if it's anything like 4J managed to do in Minecraft back in the day, then hopefully it'll be really good, and it might even be better on the PlayStation. But we'll never know, I suppose. Well, we will know. We will know when the game comes out. We won't know until the game comes out. And my drifting is really improved. Oh, I say that. You will get the full storyline as well when the game releases, which is going to be really, really good, because it means that you're going to get everything you've ever seen, you know, everything anyone's ever used, and it's all coming to PlayStation, which I'm excited for. But this does mean there is a brand new king in town for Xbox. Forza Motorsport is now the king of Xbox exclusives. It's now the only Xbox exclusive racing game that actually has any sort of goodness to it. All the other ones are pretty dire, so Forza Motorsport will now be the main exclusive for Xbox and PC, because there's been no announcement that Forza Motorsport will come to PlayStation in spring or ever, so that's good. Forza Motorsport is really good, and hopefully it will mean that Playground and Xbox Game Studios will start to work a lot more on Motorsport, seeing as it's their only way of making money from an Xbox exclusive now. So that would be very, very exciting, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. But I'm going to make a whole separate video of Forza Motorsport and what's going to happen to that now that Horizon's going to be the king across all platforms. Will Forza Horizon 6 come to PS5 on launch, or will it be delayed so that Xbox users get a first hands-on with it, and it still sort of is a bit like an Xbox exclusive? We're not sure. I mean, there's been no announcement for Forza Horizon 6, so we're not going to know until that announcement comes. Hopefully that announcement might come a little bit later this year, which would be really, really nice when we get our first trailer. But I would say that yes, it probably will come on launch. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't, because when they released Forza Horizon 4 for Steam, I mean, that came, Forza Horizon 5 came instantly after that, so it'd be very, very surprising for them not to release it on PlayStation straight away, unless they've got some sort of special contract. But it'll be very surprising. I reckon it will just come on launch, same as everyone else's, and it'll just be another platform now, which would be good for PlayStation users. I mean, there might be some Xbox fanboys a bit annoyed that their game won't be exclusive anymore, but I think it's good, because it means more players are going to be playing. The servers are going to be... Oh no. The servers. the servers are dire as they are. I mean, if they're going to be able to on-take all these new people, so hopefully Forza Horizon 6 servers will be better, so that the game will be more lively and it won't be dead as quick as this one. This one died about 2 years in. Hopefully this Forza Horizon 6 will last a lot longer, and if it comes to Japan, obviously it will do. But I'm going to make some more videos on my predictions for that, so that'll be good. But yeah, hopefully it'll come to PlayStation on launch, because I kind of want to play Forza on PlayStation. I mean, I'm probably just going to get it on Game Pass and then buy it on PlayStation if it has all the haptic controls, and that'll be interesting to see. If Forza Horizon 5 doesn't have haptic controls, will Forza Horizon 6 if it's a natively designed game? That'll be really interesting to see. Let's go! Right, so another thing is the Gran Turismo rivalry finally over after all these years? A lot of people are saying yes, and I would tend to agree with them, because I think Forza Horizon is going to become the main racing game on PlayStation. But the only thing is, I reckon Gran Turismo will be able to pick a fight with Forza Motorsport and actually have that sort of rivalry, which would be very good, because Forza Motorsport will now be the go-to Xbox exclusive that everyone's going to be excited for. Move out the way, boy, coming right through. Out the way, please. Yeah, it's raining, mate. Put your roof on. Oh, you don't have one. Unlucky. Out the way, boy. Anyway, oh, there's a corner. Hit a sick drift. Come on, a little bit of water. The graphics in this game are absolutely stunning. So hopefully the PlayStation 5 will have these sort of graphics. That'd be really good. And yeah, what's going to happen to the crew? Well, I think the crew is dead. I think the crew's done. I don't think there's much they can do about it, unfortunately, and it's a bit sad for them, but you know, this sort of thing, it happens, you know. There's not much they can do about it. The crew's still a great game, and I mean, the fact it's got boats, planes and bikes going for it, I suppose will give it a little bit of, potentially a second lease of life, but I think Forza coming to PlayStation is just going to kill the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if the player base just falls off entirely. It's sad. I did like the crew, but Forza's obviously always been more popular, and always will be more popular, and especially now that it's moving consoles. What are my thoughts on it coming to PlayStation? Well, I'm not a little Xbox kid. I don't really mind. I think it's awesome. I think it's exciting. I think it's going to be fun. It's something fresh, something new, something to be excited for, and that PlayStation users should get really excited for, because they are getting one hell of a game. They are getting one of the greatest racing games in recent history. They are getting a hell of content that they probably haven't experienced before, and it's a game for everyone. I mean, even if you don't like particularly racing games, if you like some cars and stuff, Forza Horizon is just an open world adventure game. You can go out for scenic drives, or you can do intense races like this, where I've just absolutely destroyed some poor man going into a corner in my Ferrari. You know, this game's got lots of licenses. It's got, obviously, all these different cars. It's got radio stations. It's got a lot. But the only thing is if you do want to pick up this game, pick it up quick. You've probably got maybe 6 months to a year before Forza decide to delist Horizon 5 off the store, because their contracts are run out as soon as Horizon 6 comes out. So if you do want to play this game, I'd say buy it quick. If not, wait till Forza Horizon 6, because that shouldn't be too far away. It'll either be November this year or sometime early next year. It would be my prediction, and I think that's right. I mean, we're not going to know until we get some sort of announcement from Playground or a trailer of sorts, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out very, very, very soon. Well, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Hope you all did enjoy it. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe. You know the rest. Everyone else told you millions and millions of times, I am sure. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Forza Horizon 5 coming to PlayStation 5 in 2025. Whole lot of 5s. You know the rest. I feel like I'm rapping. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. I'm actually going to go this time.